You're now moving to the affordable housing.
Affordable housing.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, initially, just as I said, when we started on the markets, we wanted to look at how we could deliver that. I think now in the transition, we had a bit of challenges on the site, but we are ready to take up the challenge. Yes, I mean, it's exciting, I must say. Initially very scary, but we are up to the task. We've been able to tag along other women professionals. I work with quite a number of women in engineers, the construction management. So we are a team of women. So as far as delivery is concerned, I don't have any doubt in my mind. Just had a few issues with the community, which has already been sorted out. So we are hitting the ground. Yeah, thank you.
Let me ask you again, Mutuku? Who is Mutuku? Mudeu. Sorry, Mudeu. Mudeu, I know you have some contracts in Nairobi?
Yeah, I am in South B.
You are in South B?
Yes.
Okay. There is actually the MCA for South B, Waidera,
yes,
was telling me how she is very happy with what she is seeing that is going on in South B. And South B is not an ESP market. It's a big market. What is the contract value for South B?
It's 332 million shillings.
How many people do you have working on the site?
We have, like when we are doing a concrete casting, we have 452 people, and we actually have like 12 machines. That is the mixers, the hoist, and all that. I don't use the ready mix, because I'll only have that car that brings the mixer, and there is no workforce. So I use those people to create employment, to come and cast. So generally, in a busy day, I have 452 workers. And on a normal day, at night, I can have around 70 people. And by daytime, I have around 80 to 100, depending on the activities at the site. Yeah.
And different stages.
Yeah.
Of the construction.
What?
Different. I'm saying different stages of construction. Yeah, you have different number of people.
Of course, yeah.
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 Okay. Let me ask you, how are you working with the banks? What is the experience you have with your bankers?
My bank, yeah, I bank with the National Bank. And I have been given msikuje kuniua that an overdraft of that 5 million that I can work without minding another thing. But I am paid on time. It's only when I have some hinges in finances, but they give me an overdraft because they know, they are sure that I'll get money. Yes.
Before affordable housing, before this program, yes, were you a contractor?
What? I have a long story, Your Excellency. Yeah, I started as a cashier at site when I finished my O-level in 09. And it's a long story. Okay. And now
So we leave it for another day, the long story.
Yeah, I can touch some small details.
Okay.
Yeah, I started as a casual laborer. Wakati wanawake walikuwa wanaambiwa kazi ya mjengo si yao, but because I come from a humble background, I had to start there where I saw an opportunity. From there, the boss of that company saw my efforts, and she promoted me to start paying and looking for those who are not working, so hand to deliver. That was in 09. I started in West Pokot. And from there, I have grown. I have been, I've bought shares from the company. Now I'm a shareholder and actually a director for the company. And I'm semi-literate in terms of construction, because I have not gone to any class of engineering, but I've learned through skills. And that's why I'm always in site. I know everything from electrical, plumbing, masonry, roofing, structure, design, nini kila kitu.
So you say it's a long story. Yeah. Indeed, I think it is a long story. But now you are a shareholder in the company.
I'm here seated with the president because I'm a shareholder.
Great. So thank you very much. I think when we talk about bottom-up, I think Mudeu here represents what bottom-up is. It's a living testimony, according to her. Really, somebody who was working in a construction site, today owning a construction company. That is what it takes. It takes resilience, it takes believing in yourself, it takes working hard. And that is why I said in my presentation here earlier, dreaming is free, the hustle is not. You have to wake up, you have to do what Mudeu has done. That's why she's sitting here today. Tumpigie makofi Mudeu, jamani. The great lady Jennifer, sitting next to me here, Jennifer. You remember those days?
I remember those days very well. Yes.
Long hours, many days.
A lot of negotiations.
And a lot of negotiation, yes, with a big team. When you look back today, you know, you remember when we were talking on that table, it was far-fetched, you know? It was the usual government thing, or, you know, and you guys were saying, or, you know, are these people really going to pay? Are they going to do this? Can you tell this audience, then and now, what do you have to say?
I'm amazed by the grace of God, the far we've come from my boardroom sitting, discussing. Actually, it started in Naivasha. Can we do this? What's the right rate? 35,000 per square meter. Oh, that can afford. And I walked from that podium and I told the VS, we are going to do this. Let's go and crunch the numbers. And convincing everyone that we can do this is going to be an easy task for the professionals. When it's going to be standardized, we're going to automate most of these things. So when we negotiate on the rate, don't worry, you will not sleep hungry. To just look around and see this group of interns is a product of that negotiation. It's phenomenal. Your Excellency, if that dream was killed, half, or actually all the professionals who are doing these projects will be back in their mashambas farming. They wouldn't be busy. This program has afforded or provided opportunities for farms to be busy, for farms to renovate, to reinvent themselves, to equip their offices in such a way that they can supervise projects, because we have been assigned projects all over the country, as opposed to a while back where you'll just limit yourself to Nairobi because you don't want to go to the very hardship areas. So, phenomenal is what I can say. Thank you.
So today you're telling us, the country, that people who are confined to Nairobi because they could just find a project in Nairobi because of, you know, that's where most of the people who have the means to do big projects live. Today you have projects in every part of Kenya.
We have projects in every part of the Kenya.
And today you are forced to go and supervise those projects in those very remote areas, and you have a feel of the country.
Absolutely.
Now, you know, many people ask me, and sometimes people do not believe that what we are saying in terms of what it will cost a house, because the price of a house has come from 11 million shillings to 3 million. Among the issues that we have cut down for us to make it that affordable, number one, you remember, it was the cost of land.
Absolutely.
Right? Mm-hmm. Number two, we've taken out the cost of land.
Yeah.
Number two is professional
fees, yes.
We've taken it down from 12, 15% to 2%.
Absolutely.
And it was a product of negotiation because we told you the fees may have come down, but the scale has increased.
Absolutely.
You know? So you can balance the coming down of the scale with the expanded scale, with the coming down of the rate with the expanded scale. Is that right?
Very much so.
You remember we also had a big discussion on the cost.
Yeah.
For a very long time, people thought it was not possible to construct at the rate of
Now 40,000. Yeah.
now 40,000. It was 55, 60,
70.
70 going that way. And sometimes many people are wondering, how have we dealt with corruption? Because people thought this was going to be a corrupt scheme. We have dealt with corruption by negotiating ahead of time. Today, if you are going into that space as a professional, you cannot tell us you are charging 15%.
No, you can't.
The rate is fixed.
Yeah.
We cannot tell us that you are going to construct at 70 shillings, 70,000 per square meter. The rate is fixed. We have fixed the rate at 42, was it? 40?
For the struct.
So we have two types. We have what is called the contractor model.
Yes.
It is 40,000. Then we have contractor plus finance. It is 42,000 because they do invest a little bit. And because of fixing the ceiling, and we disclose it, so it's no longer a secret, because in the past you have to look for what is called engineer's estimate. And those who have engineer's estimate, obviously they have an advantage. So we publish our budget, we publish our rate, and what we have seen is that people are competing. So if you come at 42, you know you're going to be the most expensive. So the prices are actually, the one at 42, it's at 40, and the one at 40, it is down to 37 and 38.
So just for the satisfaction of the people of Kenya, and Jennifer sitting here, we did something deliberate to protect the resources of the people of Kenya. Ordinarily, there would be corruption with engineers' estimate. This engineers' estimate is a moving target, or has been a moving target. So what we decided is we are going to have, we costed everything. We agreed that if you want to come and work with us, the rate we are going to pay is 42,000 per square meter. If you cannot do 42,000 per square meter, thank you very much. Go find some other job. Right? And we have found that it is doable. And that is why we have complete projects that are going on, whether in the market space, whether in all the other spaces. And therefore, I want to assure the people of Kenya that we were intentional. When I said, I remember making a statement that there will be no money to be stolen. I meant it. Today, there is no money to be stolen in affordable housing because the rates are fixed. Yes, there is no negotiation actually. There is nothing to negotiate. You either meet the rates or you take a walk. And the margins are very tight. The reason why, I must say this, the reason why we don't have these fancy contractors in affordable housing is because the margin is very slim. You know, there are people who are used with, you know, margins and margins and margins and fat and fat. There is no fat. There is just a reasonable margin for people who want to do business. Those who want to steal from government, they have to look for other places. It is not going to happen in affordable housing. And I want to thank professionals. You people have really gone out of your way and you have helped us.
Thank you.
Amina. I know it's, what challenge do you have as a lady in this space? Have you experienced any challenges when people discover that you are a woman and you are the boss and you are in charge, or it's been okay?
The challenges is there, being a woman in this field, and I'm not an engineer. I did accounts, so being an accountant and then going to construction field, it was not easy. But with all the challenges, I got strong, confident, and do a good work, a quality job. Yeah.
So you have overcome the prejudices.
Yeah.
You have overcome the challenges.
Yes.
And slowly people are beginning to believe in you as the person in charge.
Yeah.
And the owner of the business.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm happy that you're doing the markets. What is your plan? What's your plan going forward? Have you built enough capacity for you to transition to the next level?
Exactly. I'm not only doing the market, I'm also doing civil work, like harbors and the roads. I also work in other departments like KDF. When KDF Day in Eldoret, you were there. I did all those works. Yeah.
All that beautiful work at
yes, I did it. The roads, the building, the reception for dyers.
You did?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
Let
you.
me hear your story, Margaret. Tell me about yourself. How did you come into this space?
I did business management, and now since I have that knowledge of business, when I started now this business of construction, it was a bit easier for me because I had the knowledge. Also, as a woman, when I started this business, sometimes they look, the men now, they say, "Aye, how can a lady get such a big contract?" Those questions. But I normally tell them what men can do, ladies can do better than them. I'm also doing business in other ministries, not only this one of housing, and I'm doing well in business. Currently, after I finished the Kamwongo and the Kakong market, I'm now doing Syokimau and the Katangi ESP market. So thank you, Your Excellency. You have made it, you have uplifted us women. You have placed us somewhere with this program. And I also want to add this, Your Excellency. I've been in business for over 20 years, but it is during your tenure when now I can handle a business of 100 million. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Did you say Kamwongo?
Yeah.
The market I came to?
Yes. When you are doing your tour in Ukambani,
yes.
The market in Kamwongo.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, I was.
Kamwongo is complete, right?
It's complete. We have already handed over.
Yes.
Only the civil works.
Oh yeah, there was some capro outside there.
Yeah. That's only what is remaining.
Yes.
And electricity.
And electricity.
But it is complete for occupants.
I went to the market built by this lady in a place called Kamwongo in Mwingi. And she has done a wonderful job. Honestly, she has done a wonderful job. Congratulations, Margaret.
Thank you, Excellency.
You have done a great job. Let me ask you, what's the difference, between the contracts you have now, the challenge before? What was the many people tell me before, people had difficulties engaging government because you would get a contract, you do the job, and then it stalls because there is no money. Is that the case, that it was different then and today?
Before it was very difficult when you see the exchequer, whatever. But with this housing levy, once we do our invoice, in 2 weeks' time, we have our money. And it makes us easy for us to continue with the project.
Now, let me ask you a final question, Jennifer. I know you live in Kenya. There are politicians who are saying they want to scrap housing. They want to do away with all this, that it is the wrong thing for Kenya to do. What do you have to say?
That they have no business meddling. It's truly unfounded, because maybe we need to invite them, we target them, to hold their hands and take them to these projects. Because they're saying that they haven't seen these skyscrapers all over. You go to Thika, I'm doing Thika Bustani, you see it's already finished, all the blocks, we are doing finishes. You go down to Sagana, it's starting. You go, projects are here, they're real, people are getting employed. And to the lowest of workers in the construction industry, the casuals, the watu wa mkonas, know that they'll become the rarest commodity in this country because they're all employed. Actually, there's a crisis, Mr. President. We need to find a way of uplifting that technical training sort of thing, because in the next year or so, we won't have anyone to do these projects. Yeah, so those politicians, they need prayers.
Okay. So, you know, sometimes I ask myself whether those people live in Kenya. Because you see the number of professional firms here. You see the number of construction companies. You see the number of people working. You're telling me shortly there will be a crisis of people to work, plumbers, electricians, people to work in the construction industry. In fact, it is the reason why we have asked the Ministry of Education to expand the space in Tibet, because we need more and more of those people. Have you experienced, Lillian, have you experienced around the jobs, professionals, the people who you want to work in your construction fund? Have you experienced whether there are any challenges?
Yeah, in terms of the supply of labor, yes. Actually, I want to agree with her. And it's important that that's an area that I'm almost saying we, but yes, your administration needs to focus on, Your Excellency, because the you know, we are lacking labor force at that level. Yeah.
Okay, so I will just point to you that apart from what we are doing in the Tibet, under the Nyota program, we are getting between 20 and 40,000 people who have worked in construction sites but have no certification. We are going to certify them. We are going to pay for their examination. We are going to pay for their certification so that they can become available to you. We have another program under Nyota again. We are looking for between 90,000 and 150,000 young people, possibly maybe working as watu wa mkono at the moment in your sites. We want to support them because maybe some of them don't have any skill. Yeah, they don't have any skill. So we want to skill them. And under the Nyota program, that those 90,000, between 90,000 and 150,000 young people, we are providing resources for them to be put under master crafts people, possibly in your sites. We're going to pay the master crafts people to train them. We're going to pay them a small stipend for them to attend those courses in those sites. And at the end of 6 years, we're going to examine them, we're going to certify them so that they again become available as a workforce for you people in the construction space. So we are not only using the formal channels in our education system, we are also using other interventions, especially you've seen me go to different places under the Nyota program. It's part of raising the people with skills to be able to be supportive to your program. Yeah? Okay, finally, my sister Mutuku. And thank you very much for doing what you're doing, by the way.
Thank you
I am
very
very
much.
proud. I am
Thank
really,
you.
really very proud.
Thank you.
When I see women, go out of their way with confidence, run a business, and I'm very happy that the people in Bumala gave you support.
They did. They actually did. And through the challenges, we managed to finish within 9 months.
Yes.
Yeah. A contract that was supposed to run for 1.5 years.
You did it in 9 months.
Yes.
A round of applause for her. I saw it when I visited your space.
Yes.
Mutuku, what do you want me to do better? I mean, from where you sit, of course, there are those who are saying this program should be stopped. Jennifer has said here they need prayers, and some people will pray for them. But what do you want us? What do you want me to do? Additionally, what do you think? How do we scale this? How do we do it better from your experience?
I think you've actually just addressed one of the best ways I think we can get better. We are lacking in the space of, professionals, people that we think can work with us on site, to just enable these works to be done and to be done well. We get a lot of casual labor, but when it comes to some of these fields, especially mechanical fields, electrical fields, you find that there's a lot of gaps there. And importing does not work very well, especially for some of us who work outside Nairobi. So that has just been a challenge, and I've heard that you're addressing that, so we will be very, very happy to get that. Yeah.
I hope young people are listening across the country, that there are real opportunities in the construction space for some of the construction professionals, whether they're electricians or carpenters or mechanical people or people in the electrical space. And we are opening up our TVETs for more spaces. We have, in the last 3 years, moved spaces from about 320,000 to 700,000 spaces now in our TVETs. Through these parallel, what we are calling the policy we rolled out on recognition of prior learning, and we are doing it here in most of our construction sites.
We do have, at the moment, we have already graduated over 1,000 of them, issued them with certification with both NITA and also with NCA, so they can become contractors and also they can become consultants.
Finally, let me ask Margaret. In our midst here, we have interns. Some of the people who come to your site, maybe they've just graduated from a TVET or a vocational training center as an electrician or as a plumber or as an engineer. Sometimes when you get fresh graduates, do you experience a challenge of them not having as much experience, and that maybe they have good papers, but it doesn't translate to real expertise in the
they use it very well. Because they know the contract may go for 9 months, some 6 months. Then now they don't know whether they will be attached to another contract or not. So, okay, the ones I've been with, they are very disciplined and they are willing to learn.
Very good. Yes.
Okay, for interns, especially that I've come across, sorry to say they are Gen Zs. And sana sana wanapenda simu. Wako kwa tap the screen. Wakiwa site. So I will encourage them to stop assuming that life can be easy and to take their time and learn what we are doing outside.
Okay, there are some real life lessons there. What do you have there? Have you experienced, you have interns here. What are you going to tell these interns today as people who run live, real construction sites as they come to join you?
Thank you, Your Excellency. I think first and foremost, as a senior in the industry, I'm an engineer and I always feel very obligated to talk to young people. They're very lucky to have this program because this has not been the case really in the past years. So they need to consider themselves very lucky. And I've interacted with quite a number of young people when they come to site. Some of them definitely, and I mean as expected, that's why they're learning, to marry the theory and the practical. And I think what I would encourage them that, you have an opportunity to, for the first time, especially let me talk to the structural engineers, you're able to see a real steel outside a drawing that is being implemented. Please embrace the opportunity. And again, these are your employers. The consultants are your employers. The contractors are your employers. So as you work, you need to put your A game. Because, when this is said and done, you'll still need to continue working. And who knows, you'll probably just be interviewed. It's just that it's a longer interview over the months. So I would encourage them to do their very best. It's okay not to know. That's what I tell young people. It's okay to ask. We all started from somewhere. So it is okay not to know. It is okay to ask. And that's why you're learning. And you're so lucky that you're being paid to learn. I think that is the take home, that you're being paid to learn. Thank you.
Okay. She's basically framing it that this is an opportunity that doesn't come always. She's been through it. She didn't have the opportunity you have. She's the site today, you are an intern. Tomorrow, if you do a good job, the owner of the site could hire you now on a permanent basis. It could also mean the consulting firm you are attached to, if you do a good job, they too can consider you for employment if you put your best foot forward. So, the ball is in your court. It's for you to decide what to do with this moment. And Mudeu here said, avoid unnecessary distraction. There are many, once you are in the site, kuna mtu atakuita, bazenga, bazoo. Nimejulisha juzi ati kuna sema ingine ya wakudumu. So please, first things first. You have an opportunity to learn. You have been told it's okay not to know. For the first time, you are going to see real steel, not in a drawing. And therefore, it's your moment to marry the theory and the practical. And that is the moment you become a true professional. Either a true structural engineer, a true mechanical engineer, a real electrical engineer. This is your moment. And the good news is that we are going to support you to learn. Many people go for interview, but this is an interview where you are paid a stipend. So, mujipange. Sawa, the moment is yours. So, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for our panel. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful conversation. And now we are going to up the gears a little bit. We're going to have the second panel. And we have a last one. So the president said he's not in a hurry. As the current panel prepares to leave, I'll ask the next panel of Anthony Mwangi, our Chris Abuga, David Kioko, Arthur Mwangi Mugo, Javier. Then I will ask Miriam from Association of Manufacturers. And I'm going to ask Stanley, the chairman of Kibera, Soweto, to come and join the panel. All right. All right, Your Excellency, this is a general panel, and we have manufacturers with us here. And for context, Your Excellency, you've seen World Bank report in November that showed that the Kenyan economy is on the rise. And right there it said, it's because you had a deliberate plan through construction. You saw another report in December that showed that cement production in Kenya is the highest ever in the history of this nation, and so is steel. Now, we have got the people who are the manufacturers themselves in this panel, and then we also have a team that is going to talk to us about the new opportunities that are coming from leveraging large economies of scale. And this is in what we are calling the MEPs, the mechanical, the electrical, and the plumbing. For the first time, we're going to manufacture lifts here in Kenya, and they will tell us how we are going to do that. And we also have male contractors. We've heard from a few female contractors. And we have one of the best male contractors, two of the best male contractors, who are also going to have this conversation. And lastly, we are going to have a young man who is at our site in Soweto, and is going to represent the real hustler, the person that you really targeted. He comes from Soweto, Kibera. He is working on that site, and also he is a beneficiary of the house. So we are going to ask all of you to quickly introduce yourself. I'm going to fade away, and then the chief interviewer is going to take over. Let's start from there.
Okay, thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Arthur Mugo. I'm an architect. I'm one of the lead consultants in the Affordable Housing Program. Our firm is Precise Architect, is part of the 35 consortium the PS talked about, and we've been involved in design and supervision of all variety of affordable housing projects across the country. And our experience has been very nullifying, challenging, and also it has expanded our brain capacity and how we are able to synchronize work and also be able to ensure that we deliver on time, and it has really improved efficiency on how we are a good case of when you say that this is really going to build local farms. I think we are a very good example of what has happened among the consulting groups. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. My name is David Kioko. I'm here to represent manufacturers. I'm domiciled at Tononoka Group. We are one of the leading steel manufacturers in the country with the largest capacity compared actually to most plants in East Africa. We tapped into this program actually the first day you did the groundbreaking at Kibera. I think you are so fresh in office when everyone else was not believing in your dream. And I'm happy to say today that the numbers we can see, we took a risk that is now rewarding. And I'm happy to be here, and I'm ready for the discussion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What's your name again? Did you say?
David Kioko. From Toronto.
Build sector, the housing agenda. We range from steel, as you've heard, cement sector, you have electricals, you have the plastic sector, you have ceramics, and Your Excellency, the leaders and the representatives are actually here today representing the industry here. So Your Excellency, the impact of the manufacturing sector is actually one of the areas that we'll need to watch, because manufacturing continues to be the highest formal wage employer in the country, and the continued sourcing by contractors of local materials here in Kenya, we are able to see this rise of employment and even get to the 1 million jobs we need to attain by 2030. So the story of the manufacturing sector will also be part of the housing agenda. And of course, we want to appreciate the State Department of Housing, who've continued to make sure that manufacturers are coming to the table to come and discuss what capacities they have to be able to supply the market, and also tell the contractors that we have local materials, please make sure that you also source from the industry. So we thank you so much for this opportunity. Government's projects continue to provide market access to industries here in Kenya. So this is actually quite good. And congratulations to the interns who are here. Maybe a word for them is that the industry actually needs skilled workers. Majority of the employees who are there are actually skilled workers, not the real professionals and the skills that you see. They go for the real people who have skills. So this is actually an opportunity for them to get experience and to see whether they will be able to tap in. Being a woman again, it was so impressive listening to the women who are here. And congratulations to them, and of course congratulations to this program for putting them also on the forefront to show that women are able to also enter into these fields. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. My name is Harveer Singh Sethi from Landmark Holdings. We are building contractors and main contractors on a number of the affordable housing projects across Nairobi. Through this program, and because of its sheer scale and volume, we've had the opportunity to invest in aluminium formwork. We met a couple of months ago at Konza when the formwork was arriving. I can happily say now we are using the formwork. We are able to reduce SAB cycle times from 21 days to 7 days using this formwork. Within just the first 6 weeks of using the formwork, we have managed to upscale casual laborers to aluminium technicians, formwork technicians. I will work with State Department to come up with a new trade of workers called aluminium formwork technicians. We'll work together to find a way to certify them. So our aim through this program is to build scale, is to upskill our labor force, to encourage these interns to get involved with new technologies, see what the Asian tigers have been doing, how they have done it successfully. This, like you said, is tried and tested. We're not reinventing the wheel. We are just moving with the times. We want to thank you, Your Excellency, for this amazing opportunity. Without your vision, this would not be possible. And tuko pamoja. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Abian?
Sethi.
Set.
Hello. Good morning, Your Excellency. I think it's about 12 o'clock. My name is Engineer Anthony Mwangi, and we have met a couple of times. I'm the MD for Dalab Construction. I have about 10 projects that I'm doing. I have one in Karatina where you came the other day and you did the groundbreaking. I have another one at Thika, Kabati, Kiabu, where I would likely ask you to visit us one of these days. I'm also doing institutional housing, 3 universities, cooperative, multimedia, and Kenya School of TVET. And I have a couple ESP markets that I've taken over from some of our fellow colleagues, contractors who got stuck on the way. We are helping them also, the smaller size contractors. I'm a civil engineer by profession. I studied in USA and I came to Kenya. I worked there for 20 years. And I came and I went to roads construction, Kenya National Highway. I've done a whole lot. I was recently maintaining Thika Superhighway. But when this program came, Your Excellency, it's a huge opportunity. Some of these things I used to see happening in the United States, I never thought they're going to happen here at home. And I can tell you, I am very proud of you because of the boldness and the courage. Sometimes when I listen to you telling people this is the way to go, and I know you're the visionary, but I just wish they could see how other bigger countries have transited and became what they are because of what you said here, the construction industry. Your Excellency, I have employed about 2,500 workers currently. And the most amazing thing is that being back here in Kenya, I competed with the Chinese, and they were a little bit ahead of me when I came here because, of course, they had the resources. But today, I don't think I would even consider Chinese as a competitor anymore, Your Excellency. You have given me an opportunity, number one, to be bankable. When I go to CDN Bank, when I go to HFC Bank, when I go to KCB, they now come looking for me. I have an account that is receiving almost like 1 billion shillings. And these guys, they want us now. Previously, when we went to look for money to construct, they didn't want to hear anything from us. They told us we are contractors, we are doing government projects, we couldn't get paid, so they didn't want anything to do with us. But today, Your Excellency, the banks, all the industries, they are camping at our doors because of this program. The Mama Boga who feeds people in my construction site, you will come and see her coming there every day, and she's guaranteed for a job for another 2 years in one specific site. So she goes and she comes and tells me she wants me to help her to put together some money so that she can be able to go and buy unga to make chapati. So when I give her money, she tells me, I want to give you the names of those workers. When you're paying them on Saturday, you deduct the money, pay yourself, and then you loan me again. So her money is guaranteed, it won't get lost. But now she has an enterprise. The drivers, Your Excellency, there are things that here we may not articulate. Drivers that we have hired to track the materials from quarries. We have revived dormant quarries, Your Excellency, which didn't have even hope. Those people are back to work every day, crushing aggregates, cutting stones. We can go on and on and on. But this enterprise, what I would say is that it's not for millionaires or billionaires. It is capped, as you said. This is not an enterprise where contractors will be the richest. No. But it's an enterprise that is going to give us a lot of equity. We are bankable. We have resources. Now I have almost like 10 batching plants. And I heard a lady here say that she has employed watu mkono wa kukoroga instead of using the modern technology. And that is great. But also there is another kind of us whose slabs cannot be concreted by the 12. I tried. They went for 6 days. And some of them I actually had to look for medicine to be able to resuscitate them. So we had to look for batching plants which can handle 1,200 cubic of concrete. And now we own equipments that can do or perform the modern technology. That was unforeseen. In Kenya, we never thought we could have those things. And we need to clap for you for enabling us to do that. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Have I visited any of your sites?
Yes, you came to Karatina the other day. We had a very good time, AHP Karatina.
Oh, yeah, the market.
No, AHP.
The affordable housing.
The affordable housing.
Oh, yeah, the one that we were there the other weekend.
Yes,
Ah, very
yes.
good, very good, very good, very good.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Asante sana Bwana Mwangi.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for speaking to me on behalf of many people, you know. And we are going to go into this conversation shortly. Yes, my friend.
Afternoon, Your Excellency. I'm Chris Abuga, MEP, engineer, electrical engineer by profession. I run a firm by the name of Links Consulting Engineers. I lack words because when we started the program, we focused on what we knew, and PS had a dream, which I know he came and consulted with you. That's why he was talking about manufacturing. We've just recently gone to tender for the MEP equipment for all the sites, all the 250 sites plus we focus for the next 5 years. Whatever we are doing was not imaginable when we were sitting in the first table when we were discussing, but with time it has become a reality to us. I know with time the effect will be seen because we've seen the response from the public. What I'm talking about is lifts, LV boards, water treatment plants, sanitary ware. So one thing, as my experience, which was given by affordable housing, there is something that has happened that I know all the consultants around here will talk about, majorly the MEP engineers. There's a collaboration among the 35 firms, and that's not I'm not talking about the full consortium, I'm just talking about the MEP engineers. For like what we are doing right now, we're doing the electrical part, Gamma Delta are doing the mechanical part of the tendering and the documentation. So we've been moved from that competition, fighting for survival, to now becoming actual professionals and thinking beyond the norm. Because I sit with Engineer Gisheru and we think through. You don't think he's from Links, he's from Gamma Delta. And then we submit it to the rest of the engineers and it's peer reviewed, it's critiqued, and we don't take offense if we are told something is missing. So we have had a whole 7 months of back and forth of coming up with there are 17 documents. So it's so transformative that sometimes you sit down and think about it, and we never thought we could do anything to this scale in terms of MEP engineering. So what I'm talking about is we are envisioning we've gone to tender for manufacturers. We are not doing suppliers. We have gone to tender for manufacturers of the MEP components. The incentives that are being given, which I know PS will speak to, we've leveraged on the economies of scale. An example is lift. In the next 5 years, we anticipate 58,200 lifts. We've been doing an annual lift of 700 across the country. Right now, we have upwards of 3,500 lifts demand. So the market is there, the pipeline is there, the encouragement is there. I was surprised. Some people told us when we capped the price, actually, as we speak, we're inspiring manufacturing, but we've capped the price. It's not open. We've worked from first principle, like the lift, and that's why I'm saying now we think professionally. We've actually always used to send an email to China. They send back a quote for lifts. Right now, we send an email, we ask for the components. We start from the rope to the car, to the sheet itself that is making the car. So that we take all this pricing, come up together, put a markup that makes sense, and that's how the prices are capped. So that I can't come and say 800 kg lift is whatever price I want, and I'm alluding to the engineering estimate. Now the engineering estimate has a basis. It's not just an engineering estimate. So actually, it's a transformative experience. and I thank you, Your Excellency, for your dream. We are making the dream come. You said something here. Watch this space, and I'm sure in the next 2 years, when the factories are starting, everybody will become a believer like me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Ujambo, Your Excellency. Kwa majina ni Stanley Mutiso Njoroge. Mimi ni chairman wa Soweto East Settlement Executive Committee, na bado mimi ni representative wa Juakali National Umbrella Body ambayo iko chaired na Peter Mwema. Your Excellency, nikiongelea kwanza Juakali kwa area zenye zimekava, imefungua gap kubwa sana kwa economy, kwa sababu ukiangalia mali Juakali iko create a lot of employment kwa wale majuakali wenzetu wenye walikuwa waezi pata tenda kwa serikali. But through hii program Affordable Housing, unapata kuna wale juakali walikuwa chini kwa ground, wameunganishwa, wameform association, wameregister na MCA, and then tuwezi sema pia ati ni juakali peke yake walijishikilia. Ni juakali pia walishikiliwa kupitia bwana PS ambaye aliona ni vizuri sana hii mradi kama inafanywa area yenyu. Wacha wale juakali wako kwa hiyo area wakuwe ni first hand beneficiaries, ndio pia wapate pato na iwasaidie. So Your Excellency, kwa juakali sector naweza kuambia create more employment across the country. Pia unaona juakali wako more than 7,000 wenye Your Excellency, hata ningeomba one day ukuwe na session nao ndio ujue kweli juakali wamesaidika na wamesaidia familia zao, na through hiyo channel ya juakali imeongeza watu wengi mpaka wa mkono, kwa sababu huwezi sema juakali peke yake watajifanyia kazi. Utapata wako professional hapo wanafanya kazi, but wameemploy another watu wa mkono wasaidie kazi. So ina juakali sector create more employment kwa community na hata kwa the larger area. Ukiangalia through that, the money supply yani imezunguka hapo, pesa ina circulate. Si ile wakati yenye ulikuwa unakaa hapo kupata pesa ni ngumu, but wakati yenye pesa ina circulate area, economy na grow. Ule mama mboga kwa hapo atapromotiwa na hao, ule mama mpesa hapo atapata deposits kutoka kwa site hapo na apate mali yake hapo. Wale wenye wamejiwekea vioski zao watajisaidia nao wakati pesa ina circulate kwa area. Lakini wakikosa kazi ndio unapata kulikuwa na crime rates zilikuwa mingi, kwa sababu hakuna kazi. Vijana wamekaa idle, na an idle mind is a devil workshop. But ukiangalia kwa sai wako busy, wameshikanishwa mahali. Tukiendelea kwa hii, nikiongelea hii session nyingine ya settlement, Your Excellency, mimi ni chairman ambaye nimesimamia Soweto East area. Na Soweto East area, Your Excellency, nikitaka kubrief na kuangana nini zones 4. Kuna zone A, zone B, zone C na zone D. Zone A, Your Excellency, naweza kuambia kuna nyumba zenye tayari watu wanaishi ndani zenye ni 822 units. Hizo tunashukuru Mungu, watu wanaona mazao yao. Then Your Excellency, kuna zone B yenye saa hii inaendelea kumalizwa, na tuna hope itakimbizwa kwa muda inafaa na tuwork on a timeline, kwa sababu tuko na 4,465 units zenye tunatarajia hii mwaka, na tutaziand over hii mwaka kulingana na ile plan yenye wako nayo na timelines. Pia Your Excellency, kuna hapa mali zone C na D zenye tulicompile na tukafanya enumeration, tukahesabu watu hapo hivi over 15,000 people wenye wanagojea kurelocatiwa, and then they pave way kwa construction site yenye sasa tunasema hiyo ndio itakuwa kitega uchumi ya Soweto area, kwa sababu hiyo ndio itakuwa the largest construction site Kibera. So in total, Your Excellency, kwa zone yetu tuko na over 20,000 families zenye zina benefit na zenye zitakuja kubenefit kwa hii mradi ya Affordable Housing project hapo Kibera. Asante sana.
Thank you very much, Stanley. Na kwanza Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Your Excellency.
Sijaonana na mwaka huu.
Aki tumezungukana na wewe mara mingi.
Sasa nieleze, kwa sababu sijafika pale Soweto kwa hivi karibuni. Yeah? Kwanza, I just want to tell these good people, we have very wonderful people in Kenya. Watu ambao wanaishi pale Soweto, tuliongea na wao na tukawaeleza we want to change the houses for you, na wote wamejiandikisha. We've done phase 1, wameondoka. Phase 2 wameondoka. Phase 3 na 4 ndio tunapanga saa hizi, bila ya kuvunja nyumba ya mtu, bila ya mambo ya demolition, bila ya kuzumbua wananchi. That is the program that we have. Ndio sababu juzi wakati niliona kuna watu wameenda kubomolea watu pale Mukuru, nikawaambia wale wasimamishe na wawachane na hiyo ujinga. Mambo ya kubomolea mwananchi Kenya iliisha. Mambo ya kutumia nguvu iliisha. We have a way that we can work with Kenyans and make sure that they understand, and we give them alternative settlement as we develop our slum areas. And Stanley and your committees, you have been phenomenal. You have been great. Kwa sababu nyinyi ndio mnafanya na sisi kuongelesha wananchi waelewe na wajue ya kwamba wakiondoka pale tukikamilisha nyumba, they will be the first beneficiaries. Mimi nataka nikuulize Bwana Mtuku, umetuongelesha mambo ya jua kali. Na nimezungumza na wanajua kali wengi. Zamani walikuwa wanapata kazi leo, kesho hawana, wanapata mjengo dirisha moja, siku hiyo ingine dirisha mbili. Mimi nataka nikuulize, leo madirisha, tulikubaliana na Bwana Hinga ya kwamba hinges, madirisha, milango iwe standardized. Na tuhakikishe ya kwamba ni quality ambayo ni ya juu. Wewe unaweza kusema ya kwamba mumefikisha hiyo quality? Do you understand that now jua kali wanatengeneza standardized doors? Kwa sababu zamani tulikuwa tunafanya designer, kila door is different from the other one, every window is different from the other one. You understand that?
Yes. Okay, Your Excellency, uko chini kwetu kuna profession bodies. After jua kali tumetengeneza mlango, kuna wale wanakuja supervisors wanaiangalia, kuna architects wana make sure it is the right nini door ama windows ama staircase nini zile nini balustrade zile za kuonyeshana kuwa zimepitishwa kulingana na ile drawings, zimepitishwa kulingana na ile quality yenye ilikuwa imeandikwa, such that hatutaenda kufanya a short work yenye itahatarisha maisha za watu hapo usoni. So the quality yenye jua kali na deliver ni the best quality yenye iko approved under professional bodies. Yeah.
Nakumbuka the first time I met you.
Yeah.
Na nilikuambia hii Kibera,
yeah,
tutaibadilisha kutoka slum itakuwa estate.
Yes, in 10 years.
Yeah? Saa hizi umesema the first 800 iko tayari,
yeah,
na watu wanaishi.
Yeah.
4,460 something, yeah, hapo Hinga, when is the estimated time for us to deliver? I saw some painting going on.
Yes, we are the first blocks zenye tulianza, finishes by April, it is done.
So by April, so tell your committee members, April, May, June, we will be handing over the other 4,000. And I also want to tell you, the other 15,000 housing units, we have already issued the contracts.
Yes, we have already awarded the contracts.
Yes.
And it's now, we just need to agree on the enumeration. As
yes,
you said, ulio mambo ya kifo ulisema tuache.
Correct.
So we are negotiating, they are tough negotiators.
Yes.
But hatutakosana, and in the next coming weeks, wataondoka vizuri, and then we will start the construction.
Nikuulize Stanley, kwa sababu hata wewe ni mtu ambaye unatafuta nyumba pale.
Kabisa.
Ni kweli?
Kabisa, Your Excellency.
Unajua kwa mfano utakuwa unalipa pesa ngapi ndio uwe owner ya hiyo nyumba? Do you have an idea?
Yes, I have got an idea. Yeah, unajua sisi kwetu tulikuwa tunajua the 10% yenye tulikuwa nalipa na yenye tunapeana the deposit ilikuwa bed sitter tunapeana 60 as a 10%. That means that tunainunua 600. And then tulikuwa na one bedroom yenye tulikuwa tunaipeana na 100, saving ya 10% ni 100, which means that in 1 million. And then tulikuwa na hiyo 1.5 yenye tunalipa 150 as a deposit. So hiyo tuko comfortable nayo sisi.
Na kila mwezi rent to own itakuwa kama pesa ngapi?
Unaona Your Excellency, kwetu kulingana na zile venye tulikuwa tumefundishwa na zile mahesabu, tulikuwa tumepewa a challenge na motivation pia. Tulikuwa tunaambiwa even if tumeambiwa to save 10%, we can surpass the 10% so that tukienda kwa mortgage ama ile rent on yetu itakuwa chini. So saa hii uko na muscle, uko na nguvu kama kijana, uko na uwezo wa kusave pesa mingi. Juwezi jua hapo mbele family ikikuwa kubwa, majukumu itakuzidi. So it's better uweke juu ya hiyo 10% ndio upate, kama huyu atasave exactly 10%, utapata mwisho wa mwezi akilipa 3,000 yake kwa mwisho wa mwezi, mimi nitakuwa nalipa 1,500 depending na ile pesa niliweka.
Sasa pale mbele ile nyumba watu wanaishi hapo Kibera wanalipa kwa hii nyumba haina choo, haina maji, haina chochote, wanalipa kama pesa ngapi?
Your Excellency, saa hii nyumba huko ni 3,000. Ile ni ile nyumba yenye sasa yani the lowest saa hii unaweza pata Kibera ni saa hii ni 3,000. Na kulingana na saa hii kwanza venye relocate watu zone B, bei ilipanda kwa sababu watu ni wengi, nyumba ni chache. Na unajua watu wa Kibera wetu, Your Excellency, ni watu wa miujiza sana. Wanaona wakajaribu kwenda mbali, ni kama hii nyumba ni kama watakuwa wanaona progress sana. Yes. So walikaribia hapo karibu, ndio wakue bado ndio workers on site. Ndio pia wakifanya kwa site, hiyo pesa wanapata itawasaidia the daily needs na bado itawasaidia kusave that 10% ya nyumba yao.
Okay.
So that's why wako hapo karibu.
So Stanley, ile nyumba mtu analipa kwa sasa ambayo ni nyumba ya mabati, haina barabara, haina stima, haina choo, haina chochote, ni 3,000. Lakini atatoka hapo aende gorofa ya 14 aishi kwa nyumba yenye iko na maji, iko na stima, iko na bafu, iko na mambo hiyo yote, atakuwa analipa shilingi ngapi?
Hiyo 12,000 yetu.
It cannot be more transformative than that. That is what it is. And that is why many people cannot believe what we are telling them. Tukiambia mtu ya kwamba utalipa 3,000 to live in 11th floor of a modern building when they were living for the same 3,000 in a slum, it doesn't look real. But I want to tell you, go to Mukuru today. You will find real people. Almost 5,000 people today, they are living in those houses paying 3,900, what Stanley is saying here today. That is how transformation looks like. That is how you change a country. You can move people from a slum to a modern house if you provide leadership to all these people. The contractors are here, the suppliers are here, the engineers are here. Mumesikia, wacha niende kwa my friend David. David hapa, how has the affordable house or the construction industry, in your opinion, how has it changed your business?
Well, Your Excellency, first I'll take you back to when you came to do groundbreaking at Soweto. You know, at that point, everyone was doubting this project. No one had a belief that this can be actualized. But I remember when I attended the groundbreaking, I listened to you and I saw a man with a mission. And when we sat down as a board, we decided we have to be intentional and we must support this program. And that is how we started supplying Soweto. We have been at the center of that project, and our steel has been consumed there. What happened, Your Excellency, and what people need to understand is everyone had just come out of the COVID hit. So all the businesses were suffering, people were being laid down, government was not doing infrastructure projects, then affordable housing came in. Affordable housing, from where I sit, has been in a space where it has brought back people to employment. We had reduced our workforce. Now our workforce has gone to almost 1,500 on permanent. We have within the supply chain another almost 3,000 people employed. Down chain, we have over 10,000 people who benefit from our factory production all the way to when Anthony is doing his steel. around so many things. It works around me increasing my capacity from 200 tons a day to 300 tons a day. Me increasing my fleet from 20 to 60. That means I have to employ more drivers. That means I have to employ more ton boy. That means I have to employ more people to load the steel. I have to employ more people to offload the steel. And this goes down and trickles down to creating more business and more capacity. We have also been able to...
Just for numbers, in the last 2 years, or let's say 2.5 years, so what are the numbers? What are the numbers? You've increased your capacity from 2...
We have increased our capacity from, actually, we used to do an average of 6,000 tons a month. Now we have the capacity to do over 20,000 tons.
So from 6,000 to 20,000?
To 20,000, yes.
In terms